It says we've been live for 20 minutes. 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
We haven't been.
Is this how you guys try to Nuggets game?
Depends who we're playing. Utah Jazz is a whole nother story.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Liz last night was like, your brother at the Utah Jazz game.
I was out of control.
Yeah. Oh, in a good way.
I was making people around us laugh.
He got a warning.
I did get a warning, and I was angry about the warning. And
man, I didn't. I done got the.
It wasn't a playoff game though.
It wasn't even a playoff game.
Ended up at Brooklyn's drinking with Will while we waited for you and Liz to leave the game. Poor decisions in life lead to funny memories.
Hey, that's only positive right now.
Oh no, that's all love, man. I bring it up only.
I still have that card somewhere.
Do you? I bring it up only because that's how much we love the Nuggets, man. Like, seriously. Would you ever talk shit about Mormons if it weren't for the Nuggets? No.
They're good people.
They're good people. They're nice. They don't allow, like, more than, like, a bar and a block.
You know,
like, you can't have an actual...
I guess Pepsi's a good product. You know?
It's a good product. They produce Mountain Dew.
Do the do.
Which has caffeine, even though Mormons don't drink caffeine. So what does that say about Mormons?
Well, we don't need to get into that.
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I apologize. I spent some time in Utah recently, and I thought they were awesome, honestly.
Yeah, super nice.
Did you see the anti-polygamist billboards?
No.
They weren't up anymore?
Stop polygamy?
Yeah, the stop
polygamy.
polygamy.
I did not see any of those, no. Wow. Not a single one.
Last time I was in St. George, there were several stop polygamy.
Really? No, didn't see a single one. No. So maybe polygamy has stopped.
No, there's Colorado City, which is just south of there, which is a really big polygamist community.
Is it? Okay. Hey, man, love is love, dude.
Yeah,
love is love.
I'm sorry, man. If you have 4 wives, you have 4 sets of in-laws. Why would any man do that to themselves? I don't understand why any man would do that to themselves.
That's hilarious.
What if one of your wives is also one of your in-laws?
It's possible. I mean, I don't know. One wife, one set of in-laws.
Hey, man,
for me.
One love, dude. Just one love. You love you, love you, love you. Right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Kane's chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Finger looking good.
One love.
One love, man. Just one love. Whatever gets you through, man. Whatever gets you through. This world ain't easy. But you know what's easy? The Nuggets road to the world championship.
Sure.
Sure, Dave.
No? You aren't convinced. No one's convinced here.
No, I think when we were eating some delicious chicken wings today, I was the most convinced out of all of you.
I think so. Explain why.
Oh, I know it's a divisional opponent, but I know we haven't played cat yet. I'm confident that the Nuggets are ready to roll. And the reason why is playoff Jokic and playoff Murray are going to show up.
Two different, hold on. So many people hate Jokic because they're like, well, what has he done in the playoffs? And then you look at his
just
playoffs.
average 30, 10, and 10.
Pretty much. Honestly, pretty much. The dude's badass in the playoffs. We have a healthy Jamal Murray, who we know can show up. If we get anything close to bubble Jamal, which I hate using that term, it drives me freaking crazy. Sorry, Jordan. I know you're my man. The bubble Murray thing. If we get anything close to how he produced in the bubble, which everyone overproduced in the bubble, but if we get anything close to that, are we not NBA champions?
I know we say bubble Murray, but it's just like the will not to lose. That's what Murray is. When it matters, he cares. And he's going to produce, man.
Who's the biggest X factor on our team? We were talking about this morning at the Arsenal game. One love to the Arsenal peeps. But who's the most important piece to our
MPJ?
You think it's MPJ?
Not Saka. That's for all you one love.
Tim, you're brutal, bro.
Just a hater. It's okay.
Really.
Who's the most important piece to the Nuggets winning a championship? Who is it? Who has to?
The most important piece for me is obviously, and this may be wrong in your guys' eyes, but I'm going to say the most important piece is Jokic, but only because Jokic makes those around him better. And he doesn't necessarily look to score for himself. He looks to do what's best for his team. And when he looks to do what's best for his team, it gives his teammates like Jamal Murray, who would be the next most important, and MPJ, who's the next most important,
Right.
to give them their opportunities to play their games. It all starts through Jokic. If Jokic isn't going, it makes the other guys' jobs much more difficult.
How aggressive does he have to be at the beginning of every game?
I would like him to be aggressive, but I don't. Does he have to? Yeah.
It's national media can go fuck themselves, and that's how
There he is.
and that's how Jokic needs to approach this game and say fuck you to everybody by going out there and just dominating. Just dominate, winning 4 or 5 games, whatever it may be. Just go out and freaking dominate and say, I don't care what you guys say about the Nuggets. We're a damn good team. We deserve to be number 1. And the championship, the Western Conference Championship goes through Denver.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Love that energy. Love the vibe. Love the flow. Other than Jokic, who's the most important piece to doing this thing?
I do believe it's Porter because we've, not this year, but the last 2 years we've been ragging on him in regards to his defense. But his defensive efficiency and production has really improved this season. He is our best three-point shooter statistically. And if he is knocking down threes and creating, knocking down open shots, it's going to be really, really hard on anybody. Because I just trust Jokic and Murray to be able to do what they're supposed to do. So if Porter is able to play like he has been playing the last 2 months, I have the utmost confidence in our ability to win the Western Conference Finals and go to the NBA championship. So for me, it's MPJ. Outside of I would like KCP and Bruce Brown, our complementary players, to play like they need to knock down open shots. But who do you think? Is it Aaron Gordon?
No, it's. I mean, Aaron Gordon's important. But what's weird about Aaron Gordon, if you watched our whole season, is there are games where he'll score 25, 30 and we lose. And there are games where he'll score 12 and we kick the shit out of someone.
Right.
That's Aaron Gordon is this epiphany, weird sort of, not an epiphany,
Anomaly.
An anomaly. This sort of, he's super important. Don't get me wrong, because he can guard 1 through 5 and do it all. A major important piece to what we're trying to do. X factor, though, I have to agree with you, has to be MPJ. If that dude plays the way he played the last half of the season, where he's grabbing rebounds, he's defending at not necessarily a high level, but a level.
Yeah.
And he's
defending.
He's defending, period. And he's rebounding, which what I loved about the last part of the season is that guy was crashing the offensive boards and trying to get putbacks and trying to do that shit. I think MPJ, but here's the problem with MPJ, and I don't want to get my hopes up too much for him. I do think he's the X factor. Here's my problem with him, and I don't want to get too much hope for him. Big games, he has a tendency not to show up. Yeah, no, come on in.
What, dude?
Why are you guys shoving that in the door?
So you don't come in here.
What are you
What are
doing?
you doing?
I want to put it on your phone because
No.
Theo's
No.
seriously not letting me in. I said take turns.
No. You're not getting on a device right now. No.
Why you guys have
You can't have my phone.
radios?
I don't care. You're not having my phone right now, dude.
Okay.
Hey,
But what can I say to play with him?
No.
hey, go up to the toy room and pick your favorite toy that you want to take home with you. It can be yours.
Luna, can you close the door?
Nuggs without them interrupting.
Yes.
If you want these papers, you gotta put them somewhere safer.
Paper.
Have you ever seen such a thing?
Paper.
Paper. It's paper.
MPJ is the X Factor.
Oh man.
Little kids, dude. But MPJ is the X Factor. And by the way, we love our children. Just for those of you like watching or listening, it's
No,
all
we
good.
don't.
MPJ is the X Factor. I just want him to do what he did towards the end of the season, which is actually like play hard all the time. If he does that, I think we're very, very difficult to beat.
Who's gonna defend him? Kyle Anderson?
Well, I mean, I hear a lot. Okay, so I don't know. I watched down the stretch because things start to get interesting, and you want to see who you might play. I watched quite a few Suns games down the stretch because they were on national television.
A lot.
Yes.
Right.
And one thing that kept being brought up is how like Kevin Durant is unguardable because he can shoot from anywhere because he's got a 7-foot frame.
Right.
And MPJ is him, but in his youth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like MPJ, and I would argue, and this is probably not fair. You never want to compare people to people because everyone's different. But I would say MPJ is a young Kevin Durant and a better 3-point shooter than Durant ever was. And in the past 2 months, maybe 1.5 months, MPJ is a better aggressive offensive rebounder than Durant. I'm just saying, like, long term, they really still build up Durant, who's just traveled from place to place. And don't get me wrong, I love Durant, hook him, all that good shit. But I think MPJ's better at this point in his career. I think MPJ is better than Kevin Durant at this point in their careers. And that's weird to say, right?
Yeah, a lot of people would think that's an extreme reach.
Well, I'm good at reaching. Extremely.
Reach around.
I'm really good at extreme reaches.
I mean, and if MPJ does it in the playoffs and can help us get an MVP, if he gets an MVP, a Finals MVP, then maybe we can, But I like it, man. I think he's that important.
Who wins in a one-on-one game, MPJ or Kevin Durant? Let's say you got to play 11, 1 by 1s and 2s, and you got to win by 2.
Probably Durant.
Wow, he can't post up MPJ. MPJ. No one's touching it. All right, fine. Fine, guys. All of a sudden, okay, hold on. We've been doing this for like 3 years, and all of a sudden you guys love Kevin Durant, and MPJ's not even close to where he is, not even the same stratosphere, and you guys just, you know what? Fuck you guys. Seriously. I'm trying to get hyped about a fucking world championship, and you guys can't even, like, have a conversation about it? Oh my God. Fine, you take over. Ask questions. Talk to me about something. I'll give you my opinion.
Chill. Chill, man.
Michael Porter Jr. is coming into his own. I would not put him in the same spot at this point in time as Kevin Durant. While they have the same builds, tall and skinny, and can score,
And have pure shots.
Durant was always more consistent. Has always been more consistent. Now here at this point in his career, Durant is more injury prone, even though early on MPJ has been injury prone. So I can see you want to be in comparisons of them. I haven't seen out of MPJ the consistency, deadly shooting that we've all seen from Kevin Durant, and that's why I think that's a little bit of a silly comparison. But at this point, like at this current point where Durant is and where MPJ is, I feel like that's a very good matchup and could be very fun to watch for however long that series can go.
Very political and well done. That's good. Good job. Better than I could ever explain it. That.
Okay.
Come on, Dave.
We got to get this out there because it's a hot topic around the NBA, and we have to discuss it here because Jokic is one of the 3 finalists. Thoughts, everybody, on honest thoughts. Obviously, we're all Jokic people, and I picked him to win the MVP in our preseason game. But honestly, after a year of a season of watching it outplay and how everybody played throughout the year, who's everybody's MVP?
I think Embiid's going to win because of the lobbying that
Well,
the NBA has
Kendrick Perkins has tainted this. Whoever wins it is tainted by Kendrick Perkins and what he did to bring Embiid to the forefront.
It's been frustrating. Not just Kendrick Perkins, but the NBA in general. Players, and I get you want to support Embiid to win this year. That's cool, but don't say that he should have won last year and the year before and bring all this bullshit. And as much as did you see what Giannis said about the MVP? About how Embiid has been lobbying? He goes, I don't ask for MVPs. I don't say that I should win it, and I'm just going to let people decide, and I don't care.
But by saying that, he's lobbying to be MVP.
The irony.
Well, he said that. He says that. He
fair.
goes, I feel like I should be the MVP every year.
I want to share something with you that Joel Embiid said, and it really pissed me off because it's
Was
another dig.
Was this after he decided that he was going to be like, all they care about is the playoffs?
No, this is just another dig on Jokic. Like he says he likes Jokic and he doesn't dig on Jokic. And listen to this. Because just who Jokic is, right? Like Jokic is very like, I don't care. It is what it is. For the guys that keep saying it's whatever, I don't care about winning it. It doesn't matter. It's all bullshit. You want to be the MVP. That means a lot being the MVP of the league. There are only certain guys to get that opportunity to have the name on it. It would be a great honor. Joel Embiid. How do you guys internalize that? He's digging Jokic, right?
He's still not talking.
That's a shot at Jokic. Oh, come on.
It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think it matters. Like whoever wins the MVP wins the MVP, and that's fine, and that's the way it is. I mean, Jokic had a great year. He had great statistics. Obviously, there's arguments for all of them. But the way Embiid plays the game and the way you can tell Embiid grew up in a world where everybody gets a trophy because I feel like he feels he's privileged and he feels like he deserves a trophy. And I'm going to say as much ridiculous shit as I can until Dave starts to talk.
Okay.
But come on, he grew up in a world where everybody deserves a trophy, so he thinks he deserves all these. He thinks he deserved 2 years ago. He thinks he deserved last year. Whatever happened in the past is what happened in the past. You can't control that. That's what it is. You live, you learn, you adapt your game, you change your game, you try to make yourself a better person, you try to make yourself a better player, whatever it may be. And I feel he lobbies and cries and complains so much that it takes away from me what he actually does on the basketball court.
Right.
And he's one hell of a scorer. He's probably one of the, if not the best scorer in the NBA, but that's his game is to score. He has no other really aspects of his game. He'll have games where he will get assists and he'll have games where he gets rebounds.
He's a good shot blocker.
But his game is to score points and to flop while scoring points. You know, I heard someone say a few weeks back that anybody can average 30 points in the NBA when you get 15 free throw attempts. So
yeah, to me it's just weird that
it's brought so much hate so much hatred
in a land of everything is goes viral and people's quotes and opinions are instantaneous. It's just kind of silly to me about how everybody suddenly has opinion about, I never got how the playoffs affect the MVP because it's a regular season award. It's about the regular season. So I don't get why Jokic winning the last 2 years and not going to the finals has
anything to do with
a reason why he shouldn't win this year. And that if he did win it, he would have to go to the NBA finals or win the finals for it to be legitimate. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Like, I get it's an important award, but it's a regular season award. And I just think, outside of all this BS, like he's had a better year this year average wise, I know
Jokic.
he's not going to get the 2,500 and 500 again, right?
Only one player's ever done that.
Yeah, he did it last year. He's not going to do it this year, but average wise, based on what he's playing, it's better. We're in the 1 seed, so I don't know. Just the hate. The hate is ridiculous, and I think it probably weighs on Jokic. That's why he's probably excited to get the playoffs, where just now it's time to just win.
Thank you, Will. Who gives a flying rat's ass about the MVP? What are you guys talking about? We are the 1 seed in the West. We've been destined for this moment, and you guys are sitting there talking about the MVP? Who gives a fuck? We're about to go win a world championship, and you guys are talking about the MVP. You know who doesn't care about the MVP? Nikola Jokic. You know who doesn't care about the MVP? The Denver fucking Nuggets. You know who cares about winning a world championship? Me, the Nuggets, Jokic. Why are you guys talking about this shit?
Easy, Stephen A.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's talk about how we're going to win a championship.
You're the one that threw a pity party for yourself when we didn't agree with you about Michael Porter Jr. and he shut up, so then we took over.
Let's get some hot takes in
Your
here.
damn fault.
Hot takes. Skip this. Stephen A. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Gentlemen,
MVPs are awesome. Jokic deserves to win his 3rd in a row.
he's not going to win it.
I know he doesn't going to win it, and I don't think Embiid deserves it just because he's a
I don't
bitch.
care. That's fine.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Embiid,
You know who deserves
Embiid
it?
hasn't done shit in the playoffs either. He's never been to an Eastern Conference Finals.
You know
Jokic has been to a Western Conference Finals.
You know who deserves the MVP, if I may, for a second? LeBron James. He took a Lakers.
LeBron James didn't do shit. They got semi-healthy and made some trades.
Gross, dude. That is gross.
LeBron James is over.
You know who deserves
Choose your next words wisely.
you know who deserves an MVP? Draymond Green. So underrated, man. He does so much, dude. That guy is so good. Just so good.
Maybe we should go back and replay some previous episodes and seasons where you cared about the MVP.
Yeah, that's when I didn't care about winning a world fucking
You didn't
championship.
care. I care about winning a championship every year.
Yeah, well,
Some years are more important. Some years are more likely.
This is the most important. Is this not the most important year?
If we don't win it this year, there's going to be changes in the offseason.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This
Time
is
is the right time.
Mike Malone will be gone. We'll be making a trade or two, trying to bring somebody in to help out. We might be getting rid of somebody.
This
This
is the most important year. And I think you can hold on maybe one more year beyond this if you make the argument that we make it to the Western Conference Finals. But this is the most important year.
And they know that. As I was telling you, man, Michael Malone says we're dialed in. He doesn't say that.
No, he usually says we suck.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you checking that out?
Take care of Tim.
Hey, what's happening?
Dad's phone because we're not gonna play Pokemon.
Hey, can we have your dad's phone?
No.
What?
No.
What? No.
Give me your dad's phone.
Yeah, I don't.
We want your dad's phone.
Dad, you have your phone.
Yeah, why?
No, don't give her the phone.
I'm not going to.
I
No,
want it.
Nobody gets to
No,
play on the phone
you're
right now.
not
That's
gonna
the
do it.
problem. That's why you guys are fighting.
no, go play.
No.
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 Okay, what are you gonna do
But
then?
Ron's not gonna play with me. He wants to be on Theo's phone.
No. Rowan, come here.
Rowan,
Rowan!
your father wants to see you.
Come here.
My chair's broken, Luna, so
He's
if you
broken.
fall down.
Rowan.
Hey, you tell Rowan that you don't need to be on a device, that you can play in your room and you can play princesses.
No, I want to play with him.
Luna,
What?
who's your MVP?
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's how your dad feels.
Is it Nikola Jokic?
Blah blah blah.
Who's going to be the NBA champions?
Blah blah blah.
Rowan.
The Denver Nuggets.
Blah blah blah.
You want a funny one?
Why did that do that?
These are delicious.
Yeah, Funyuns are awesome. We
Do you
bought
sell
them.
that they sell Lay's flavored Funyuns?
What? You mean Funyun flavored Lay's?
No.
Don't touch. Go.
No,
Go.
I
No,
want
seriously.
Dada.
No. No. We're trying to finish this show.
I want Dada.
Intermission. Go ahead. Go.
Come on,
I
man.
want Dada.
Let's go play.
Go start a movie.
Dada.
Go talk to mommy.
No, Mom.
All right, Luna. He says he's willing to play.
Oh, go get him. Good job. Say good job, Uncle Will.
You know what's really funny? Is they're all fighting over a phone, and I say, "Go get your dad's phone." I don't know where the phone is. Okay.
Fucking technology, dude. You know what's cool about technology is advanced statistics.
It's making us all dumber.
No, advanced statistics is making us smarter.
Yes, that's why Jokic deserves to be the MVP, Dave.
Exactly. Advanced statistics. Okay. Well, we set ourselves up with the 1 seed. We're stuck with the Timberwolves.
We're taking that out. Part of your guard.
We're
Part
stuck.
of your drip, Dave.
We're stuck with the
I like
nice
your
trip.
Yeah, nice trip, bro.
We're stuck with the Timberwolves. Do we win the series?
I think we're
How many games?
5.
5.
That's pretty optimistic of you two.
I think it's 5.
Do we win tonight?
Yes.
What
We don't lose at home.
about Cat? You guys worried about him at all?
No. A little bit.
I don't think he's that tough, dude. He can. He
No,
shoot-
he's not tough.
He,
He's not
shoot- he
tough.
shoots well. I mean, is he going to drop 30? He certainly can, but I'm not worried about him. Guys, I'm worried about is Mike Conley. Mike Conley. That's what I'm worried about.
I think that's fair.
Not even Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards doesn't even scare me.
I think Mike Conley's the one who worries me most, honestly. And his pick and roll with Gobert, they've been together a while. Okay. You guys obviously don't want to talk about it, but all right. So what are the matchups?
Well,
If you start Gobert and Cat together,
it's going to be Gobert and Jokic until Gobert gets in foul trouble. It's going to be Gordon and Cat,
you think it's Gordon and Cat,
and then Kyle Anderson and MPJ,
okay,
and then
KCP and Edwards.
KCP and Edwards, and then Conley and Murray.
That's fine.
And then I'm excited to see how we utilize Brown on Brown. Brown. What can Brown do for you?
Right.
If Peyton Watson gets a new run, and how we utilize, Najee and those guys.
Are there any Timberwolves coming off the bench that concern you against our second?
Nas Reed's hurt. Is
He's
Nas
hurt.
Reed
Nas
playing?
Reed's hurt. No,
No,
he's
no.
hurt. Nas Reed is hurt. So
Starter wise, no concerns. I always get concerned when our bench starts coming off because they're hit or miss. But the way they started playing those last couple of games of the season, we were resting our bigs, we were resting our starters, whatever, and we played pretty well those last couple of games with our second unit playing the majority of the time, and so hopefully that gave them an opportunity to become more cohesive, and hopefully the way they played in those last couple of games leading up to where we are now is how they'll play in the playoffs. And if that's the case, it's game over.
in 5.
Put that on my head.
Your head?
Too small.
Yeah, that might be.
I don't know. I got a small head.
I'll give it a shot.
Don't.
Come here. Come here, Samurai.
Ooh.
All right. Dojo.
Kuzuri.
Kazuti Dojo.
Kuzuri.
Check it. Okay. Got it.
You don't speak English.
I'm gonna go.
Not going there. All right.
South Park, man.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, everyone
yeah.
knows. Everyone knows it's South Park.
FCC is gonna come get me. All right.
They won't let me be.
They won't let me be.
Yeah, so they're gonna shut you down on MTV.
Yep. It's so empty without me.
Without the pros on Nuggs, it'd be empty. I wonder what people have done the last month of their lives without us.
Right. It's been hard.
It's probably been pretty
Been
difficult.
gone for a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been more than a month, hasn't it?
No.
So how do you guys think these playoffs are gonna pan
We
out?
did one
Like,
before I had a kid.
so
And now I've done one post kid.
outside of the Nuggets, do you think we're gonna play the Suns or the Clippers if we advance, which I think we should?
I hope we play the Clippers. We'll probably play the Suns.
I would love to play the Clippers.
And then you know the Warriors just lost last night. I think
Their time is
you know,
over.
the Grizz and the Lakers are playing right now. Fucking Lakers. Who do you see? How do you see this Western Conference playoffs panning out?
I see the Suns
That's my
winning.
nature high.
I see the Kings losing to Golden State, but we don't have to face Golden State until the Western Conference Finals, which is nice. That's kind of what's nice about the way things have shaken up, is we don't have to face the Lakers or Golden State until the finals of Western Conference. However, the Suns sit right there before us. So what do you guys think? If we make it,
The Suns and their fans are just a bunch of little bitches.
yeah, oh no doubt. Yeah, no, I'd rather not talk about them or give them any light of day. But yeah, the Suns suck, dude. I actually hope we play the Suns, if you want me to be real with you. Like, I hope we get the matchup that I was talking about earlier with MPJ on Durant and see who's better at this point in their career. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I can't wait to see MPJ just take it to Durant and be like, I'm the new fucking 7-foot shooter. You're a little bitch, Durant. Like, you can't stay healthy. You travel from team to team, just always jumping the next freaking traveling. Yeah.
From Nimble Bimble, from tree to tree.
Mhm. Just let me take the next train, man. Let me take the next train. I don't know, dude.
Who do you think will be the X factor on the bench? We talk about X factors like MPJ being that guy. And I know the rotation gets smaller.
Hold on, time out. What is an X factor?
The reason why you win more so than that's why he was talking.
No,
about.
I mean, like, what does it mean? Like, there's
Who came up with that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
an
don't know.
X factor.
History of the X Factor.
Yeah, please,
That's a good
real quick,
question.
enlighten us, because it was a show on MTV
X factor.
or on ABC or on NBC or on CBS.
Okay.
I'd like to know, like, where the idea of an X factor came from.
Who said the X factor?
Right.
X Factor is a noteworthy special talent.
No.
Well, that's according to the dictionary.
Where's it come from, though?
I'm good.
It comes from nowhere, man.
Is that Urban Dictionary, like a real dictionary?
What's the...
It's Wikipedia.
Well, no, when I pull up X Factor Wikipedia, it goes to X Factor.
Oh,
It's
the
a
show.
TV show. Simon Pegg.
X factor.
Simon Cowell.
The X.
Simon Cowell, bro.
Whatever, dude. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, well, he's Australian.
Well, I know he is. He's the annoying guy that he's the annoying guy that
in the
judges
late,
everybody but hasn't done anything for himself.
are you telling me the late 90s just made some weird shit up and now it's like a thing?
Right.
Every generation does, dude.
The X factor.
The X Factor.
Someone saw someone come off the bench. Someone came off the bench in some sport, doesn't matter what it is, killed it, and some announcer was like, he's the X Factor. And everybody's like, oh, X Factor, boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so what's the question? Just trying to clear up what
I guess one of like, who do you feel will be
Badass
one of our
good
most
gun.
important people off the
Well
bench?
done, Jesse James.
Like helping us win
the most important
off the
person.
bench. Off the bench.
The most important
I think it's Brown.
Important.
person.
The most important person.
Person in
The most important person.
Brown.
The most important person off the bench will be Zeke Naji. Because
Ooh, yeah. Is he gonna play?
Yeah. Will he play? Will he not?
Will he not? If he plays, he could be an X Factor. If not, then what?
Then he's not.
He's
a
a
Y
sit factor.
Yeah, he's a Z factor.
Next on this sit factor.
Z Najee. The Z factor.
I like that though because they have some bigs. And
Uh,
what happens if we get in foul trouble?
he's the only one who can make a huge difference off the bench because if he hits some threes and defends well, it's a different game. Do I think he's the most important person? No. Do I think he's the X factor as defined by what we just looked up?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think there are still questions after what we just looked up.
Oh, he's definitely the X factor, bro.
The X Factor.
Zeke can guard bigs. He can guard a three. He can hit threes, and he can post up littles. Zeke's awesome, man.
The X Factor.
He's the X factor. Anyone else have an X factor, or are you leaving it up to me?
Christian Brown.
Christian Brown. I think both Browns.
Brown and Brown.
We're gonna need Christian Brown to play some solid defense and attack the basket like he does when he's feeling it. We're gonna need Bruce Brown to hit some shots from the outside.
Agreed.
And neither of those really make him X factors, but
Ish Smith is the biggest X factor.
he's still on the team.
Because if four guys go down, you got to bring in Ish, and then he'll be.
I get what you're trying to say, and it's pretty corny to label the X Factor.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Is there really
An
X Factor?
We need our bench to play the way they did the last couple of games.
What's the X factor in your diet today?
Chicken
Chicken
wings.
wings. I thought you were gonna say egg sphincter says what?
Egg sphincter says what? I had some eggs. So egg sphincter says what? Do you guys have any reservations with how we finished the season?
No.
Yes,
How we kind of coasted in a little bit?
I do. I think the way I feel
Because
like
obviously it makes the media nervous. That's why it's so. We're underdogs in a lot of national media thing, and we can't do anything. We're not gonna.
fuck the national media.
Yeah. Fuck the national media, man. You know what the national media is to me? Just a bunch of whores, man. Just like
It's a bunch of
Whores.
It's a bunch of has-beens and no-bins who think they know better than everybody else.
yeah. Do you think they're in tune with the Nuggets? Are you kidding me?
No, nobody gives a fuck about the Nuggets, and that's the problem. Is they all want to do their own thing, and you know what? Fuck them all. What was your question? I had an answer, and then I forgot
I think the answer was, what's the national media?
I say fuck them.
Yeah, and you win. That's 500. Did you take it for 500?
Yeah. What is the national media?
Yeah.
Bunch of bitches. Bunch of fucking bitches.
The original question, I think, had to do with like, are we gonna win a world championship?
The national media reminds me of a story
Fuck you guys.
called "The Puppy Who Lost His Way."
Yeah. Nowhere in your rambling, incoherent response.
And that, my friends, is the national media.
Did you come close to anything that could be considered a rational answer?
Hey, the puppy has lost his way, though.
We are all dumber for having listened to you. I award you no points. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Pretty sure
I think that's. I think I feel like that's what I hear every time Kendrick Perkins speaks.
Right. That's why I said it is the puppy who lost his way.
Kendrick Perkins he's the puppy who lost his way, man. No doubt.
Dumbass, no talent.
That's what I'm saying to you.
That's what I said to you.
That's what I said to you the first time.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Why do we have like a burlap bag?
Dude, I don't know, man. This was our studio, but now it appears to be Toy World.
Toy World. Yeah, it's not. I feel like
There's one room in this house you had to establish for your own, and you let it go. So now you have no rooms in this house.
My butt does not hurt sitting in this Lego seat.
No.
Well, at least you can move without fear that it might crumble to the.
My sciatica is kicking in.
It's okay, guys. This is what we deserve, man. We deserve to be set up for what's like. You have to go through pain in order to feel the privilege, man. Like we're about to win a fucking world championship. Are you guys not? Can you not sit in these seats to do that?
I'm sitting with you, bro.
I'm sitting with you, and when the time comes, I'll drop a shit ton of money on championship gear.
Oh, dude. They're going to do it. There's no way around it. The Nuggets are doing it, man. They're doing it. There's no way. They're like, seriously.
No way.
Did you guys see the jersey calendar? What's your thoughts on that?
Fuck's sake.
What jersey calendar?
Did you see the jersey calendar for the season?
Sure didn't. No.
Yeah, it's like dark blues.
For the playoffs?
Yeah, we're wearing our white ones.
Why don't we wear our whites, man?
I like our whites.
Me too.
We won't wear that till game 5.
Why did they have to plan out the jerseys? Like,
I don't know. They just like to tell you what they're wearing.
Because somewhere in there, a woman decided
Right.
that we need to know what uniforms we're wearing one night so we can all match together.
A woman decided.
Equal opportunity. Gotta give them the chance.
Are you sure a woman decided that?
No, I'm not. For all I know, it was Cody Wise. I mean, come on. We're making a
He's
bad
like, the
joke.
Premier League tells what jerseys they're going to wear ahead of time.
Doesn't help.
Oh, man, I'm going to fall out of this seat.
They miss wide open kicks. Yeah, you're leaning forward.
No, I'm not going to go. I'm staying right here. To make it
more
another
like
20 minutes. Timmy, stop with that.
That was a good one. Come on, give me that much.
No, I was mad.
Were you watching it with your friends and were like, fuck, my brother just texted me making fun of this?
Yes. I didn't tell anyone, just in my mind.
Dave, I just said out loud what was in your mind.
Maybe. I felt bad for the kid, man.
Do you feel bad for the kid? No, man, he's a professional. He gets paid to do his job. And in a very high pressure situation, he choked. He gets paid millions of dollars to kick a fucking soccer ball around.
Oh, Timmy.
You should at least be able to hit the freaking goal.
I agree. You got to make
Kick it far left. Like, what the hell are you doing?
We do have to rearrange this.
I told you.
Get up.
Good luck.
You can do it.
Here, give me.
No, my belly's not strong. My
Yeah,
belly's fat.
Give me. There we go.
Here you go.
No, I just wait. Why can't I? 1, 2, 3. Is it back in there?
No. I got wood glue at home.
I'll sit in it.
I'll sit in it.
I'll sit in it. Is it good now?
No.
There we go.
It's fucking broken, man.
No, I know, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay. Don't lean back.
I won't. This is perfect.
There you go. That looks better already.
Yeah.
Don't move left or right.
I'm trying not to move at
Don't
all.
fucking move.
Adversity.
Adversity.
It's not just a river.
You got it. It's not just a river in my mind.
Hey, you battling through this adversity just shows that the Nuggets can too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Dude, I'd be surprised if we lost tonight. I really would be.
Do you think what are the important factors of the game? Is it rebounding,
Mhm.
defense?
You mean what are the X factors?
Shut up, dude.
I think everything you just mentioned is very important.
Yeah, I think all these things contribute.
It's basketball.
Shooting and scoring.
Shooting in the hoops, score more than the other
Yeah.
opponent.
You have to defend a little bit.
Rebounding's important.
Yeah.
When we
Rebounding is important.
like when we out rebound the opponent, we
We
win.
win.
We
Most
win.
of the
We
time.
win big.
Yeah. Well, honestly, here's what's going to be hard for us because Tim, rebounding is one of those stats where it's like if we out rebound, we win.
Mhm.
The other thing that we do when we win is we score more fast break points. But
We cause turnovers and we don't turn the ball over.
No.
Yeah. You know what else we do? We score more than our opponent.
That's the truth.
I'm gonna chair brakes on you, jackass.
No, I'm
You're
with
saying
you.
what are good important things to do? The important things to do is get turnovers and not turn the damn ball over.
Yeah,
The Nuggets turn the ball over so fucking much all the time.
all the time.
All the fucking time.
All the time. Did you guys watch, if I may, for a second, go on a
No.
tangent? Did you watch how shitty a game the Timberwolves Lakers played game was?
Right.
Horrid.
Oh,
Yeah.
terrible.
And they're like, oh, the Lakers are so good. If you watch that game, you're like, please, can we play the Lakers?
Right.
Like, well, both these teams suck, but at least the Timberwolves don't have Gobert, so they have something to look forward to. But the Lakers have zero excuses as Anthony Davis,
Lay bitch.
late bitch, and that German fuck all turn the ball over like a ton. You're just like, dude, I want to play them. Like, how'd they get the 7 seed? Seriously, how'd they sneak into the 7 seed?
That's how tight the West was at
I-
the bottom half.
With the most free throws in the league. By the way.
Right. By the way,
How'd they
That's a
get it?
7 seed.
How'd they get it? David Silver made sure they got it.
Adam
Adam
Silver.
Silver.
It's a picture of David Stern and Adam Silver.
But-
It's David Silver.
my first thought was Nate Silver,
Yeah.
which is a whole different fucking thing.
531.
Yeah.
You're gonna be here.
The stats guy.
They believe the NBA is better with the Lakers in, so they did everything they possibly could. And they're going to continue to do everything they possibly could. Just like that little snippet we watched before we came down here on that bullshit ticky-tack foul that was not a foul.
Tim, can I give you a shout out since we haven't talked to you?
Yeah.
Congratulations on that interview, KRDO.
Okay, are you?
Yeah.
With Barbara. She's easy on the eyes in person.
Is she?
Yeah.
Howdy, Dad.
On the eyes in person. Like, how easy?
Easy.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
it's pretty.
She didn't have like a big ass or anything.
No, she's a pretty girl.
You got a big ass.
Like, were there any flaws?
No, I mean, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. My in-laws were there.
No.
She's not my wife.
Tim goes immediately to no.
She was a pretty lady.
What's her name?
Barbara.
Barbara.
I don't remember her last name.
Barbara.
But like her interview voice was different than like when she was
Right.
live on TV.
Right.
What's
her,
better?
her live on TV voice was a little bit lower.
Um,
And I was like, oh, talk to me like you were talking, when you were interviewing. Pretty lady from California.
Right.
First job out of college.
Right.
no way. She came to the Springs.
Yeah. You could have interviewed with her had you checked Instagram.
You're right.
She literally just reached out on Instagram.
I saw it afterwards. I was like,
She
damn
reached
it.
out on Instagram and goes, I'd like to speak to a director or owner. And I was like, you can talk to
Talk to me anytime.
Barbara. There you go.
Her name's not Barbara.
It's Barbara.
No one's named Barbara like post like 1990, bro.
It's Barbara, just like nobody's named Dorothy.
So her parents are cool. Is that what you're saying?
Barbara Fox.
Oh yeah, that's a Barbara Fox. That's
Yeah,
not a real
bro.
name, bro. A 3-syllable first name.
KRDO, man. Some of the best local news in town.
You'd like to see Barbara Fox? Are you kidding me? Oh, we have a. Oh, wait, guys, keep your composure. We have a watcher.
Who's our watcher?
I don't know. Someone,
Who's your X Factor
Yeah.
on this playoffs?
or what is an X factor?
Everywhere that I go,
Whoever's
I'm the same as me.
watching, who's the X Factor for the playoffs?
Also, have you seen Barbara Fox on KRDO?
Yeah, she's nice.
All right. Yeah.
She's a nice lady.
I bet in person, she
She's a nice lady.
Foxy.
You know your little heartbreaker.
Foxy. Take me, guard. Where?
You know what,
cold
guys?
outside. You're not wearing a sweater.
When the world goes to shit and everything is lost, I hope the next generation or next species finds bros on Nuggs.
Yeah.
Because this will encompass the human race. Because we will have so much on here, so much more important than what our government will have.
Oh, the content is
Content.
important. Content. Really good
That's what I'm saying.
content. Yeah. All right. if we are lucky enough to make it to the World Championship,
I'm not certain our listener knows what the next factor is.
it's not their fault. No one knows what the next factor
Do I need to
is.
go back to the
What is
dictionary?
the X Factor?
What is?
Who do you want to see in the championship? You want the Celtics? You want the Bucks? Or you want the?
I
I'd like
want
the
the Sixers.
76ers. Yeah,
I want the Sixers.
me too.
I'll take it.
I would love it if the
Look-
76ers
look-
and the Nuggets played in
The last time we played the Bucks, look what happened. We whooped up on them by 20. Giannis had a hell of a game, but you know what that was outdone by? Jokic having even a better game. I feel like we matched up really well with those teams. And the way we play the East finally, I feel like the East this year has more
Better teams.
better teams than they've had in the past like 15
You know what's
years.
cool about more better?
It's not a real thing.
No, they have the best teams.
They have the best teams. Like
yeah,
in the
collectively,
in the recent past,
or at least the top. At the top.
and at the top, what I'm saying is in the past, like the last 15, 20 years, the top 3 to 4 to 5 teams have all come out of the Western Conference. They've all been Western Conference teams. So for them to be in the Eastern Conference and have 3 to maybe even 4 of the best teams in the league, I think that's awesome, because I also feel like the way the East Coast Eastern Conference plays basketball is a little different than the way the Western Conference plays basketball. And I feel like the way the Nuggets play could be conducive to playing in both.
I think we're good, man. But nothing just messing with shit. With you, the Bucks is probably our best matchup, but I really want to see
the Celtics would be tough.
I want to see the 76ers because I want to see Jokic and Embiid.
Embiid won't play in Denver.
So we win because
we'll win because
he takes 3 games off.
He's going to take more than that off because we're
the
higher
higher seed at that point.
We'd be the higher seed, so we'd have home court advantage. So he'll play in 2 games, 3 at most.
You're right. He wouldn't, though. He wouldn't take those games.
Are you sure about that? I don't know. He doesn't like playing in Denver because he gets his ass kicked.
I'm shaking you till you fall asleep. Baby girl, baby.
Probably falls faster asleep than my newborn.
All he needs is just a little bit of milk.
Some tiny nuts.
And some tiny nuts.
Some tiny nuts.
Yeah.
Little wiener.
You got a little wiener. And
Dave,
some tiny nuts.
To this day, I have no idea what the other movie was we watched.
Right. That was the first movie we went to, and then we went to Masters of Disguise.
Yeah, we were walking out of the theater, and like Master of Disguise was starting, and we go, let's just go in there. At Tinseltown. We did a 2-for-1.
We did 2 for 1.
Yeah.
We got the 2
To
for
this
1.
day, neither of us have any idea what movie we paid to watch.
Yeah.
But we can quote Master of Disguise.
Yeah, I thought that was Ali. Didn't you guys?
No,
That was a different story.
that was a different time. That was when we thought we were watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And we walked into the wrong theater.
When we
The
hotboxed our
yeah.
parents, our grandparents.
Yeah. This one we literally bought movie tickets to see something, and we watched it, and that ended, and a Master of Disguise was like starting, and we like walked out of our theater. I don't know if we got more popcorn or sodas or whatever, but we walked straight into Master of Disguise.
Yeah.
And remember that one.
Yeah. But not the one you watched.
No clue.
Not the one we paid tickets for.
No clue.
I love Master of Disguise.
Okay.
We might not turtle enough for the
So,
Turtle Club.
I took Tim to the premiere of X2, and it was
Wait, how old were you guys?
like what, 16?
We were in high school, yeah.
And I don't know, for whatever reason they had like KRDO or someone there and be like, "How did you think of the movie?"
Wait, at Tinseltown?
Yeah.
Whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah, and then they asked him, he goes, it was good. And he goes, it was good.
It was good.
We just kept
How
talking.
good was it?
Yeah.
So good, Barbara. Just so good,
It
Barbara.
was good. I didn't know we were getting interviewed on our way out.
Speaking of hilarious interviews, when Tim and that was a playoff game, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but we did like 4 takes. Hold on, let's do that again.
And they put it on the jumbotron, and everybody laughed. Oh man!
It was before our Nuggets game. We got.
What was the question?
How long have you been a Nuggets fan
Or
or something?
Yeah.
Wait, that's how they phrased it. How long have you been?
No,
a
they
Nuggets
just wanted
fan or
us to cheer on the
something?
Nuggets, like, hey, like, congratulations on the 25th anniversary of something. Go Nuggets! And then we couldn't even say that. We had to do 4 takes.
I was like,
And
"How
we
long
were
that
all
guy
like,
can't down on
waving,
top
and
of him?"
everybody's like,
Like,
yeah,
"Bro."
those guys. Nuggets.
I think we were the last ones to show, and they just kept like replaying like our takes. Look at these guys. These guys had fun.
They loved us. Fans loved us.
What do you guys think about like having to play so late at night?
I hate it.
I think it's shitty. It sucks. I think it's bullshit. Like, why? Nobody on the East Coast is gonna watch anyways. Who gives a fuck? Let's play at a normal time. Like, I don't know.
Every game yesterday ended at like the last game ended at like 7:30 last
I
night.
know.
because they were East Coast teams. Man.
And then we get this. We not. No, that's not true. Sacramento played it.
Oh, sorry.
It's bullshit, man. And that was a Saturday.
It's the NBA.
That's the
It's
game
later
that
on
you
a
like.
Sunday.
You want to put us at 8:30 on a Sunday?
Why didn't they start earlier on Sunday? And like,
because it's the NBA and they don't want us to win.
Oh, and by the way, it's the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets that are 8:30.
Right.
Where everybody is going to be asleep. Because we don't want them to watch the Nuggets.
We want to see how good they are.
Maybe that maybe that works in our favor though. I mean, if we can make it through scheduling wise, so it sucks.
Have you been out in the sun lately, Dave?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, look at that strawberry tan.
Dave doesn't tan; he burns.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's very gingery.
Surrealism and its influence. Laissez-lism et son influence.
Damn hippie.
Damn it. Pretty much.
Probably drink Bud Light.
Broncos 1960.
That's an awesome poster, by the way.
Damn hippie.
Broncos.
Probably drink
The
Bud Light.
The most disappointing NFL team in the last 20 years.
No shit, dude. Well, at least the last 10.
I don't know, man. You have more upside if you're a Detroit fan.
Are you guys excited for Sean Payton?
Dave, can I be honest with you?
I like rolling up posters.
Can I be honest with you about the Broncos?
Yeah.
They crushed my soul
Last year.
last year. I had 0 ounces of hope.
I had a lot of hope for the Broncos. You know where I had 0 ounces of hope?
Rockies.
The Rockies.
The
Oh,
Rockies,
seriously.
the Rockies are going to suck, and that's because our owners fucking suck dick. They care about making money and running it as a business and not winning a championship. And we all know that. The Broncos are going to struggle, man. We're going to win more games than we did last year, but I don't have any hope. Russell Wilson is the pit of despair.
0 ounces of hope.
You know who I'm
Okay.
excited for? I'm excited for the season buffs.
Me too.
Oh, I painted that.
You did not think that.
2015 Kintsugi tour. Death Cab for Cutie.
I could have painted that.
Have you felt this?
Suede.
It is now.
Made in heaven.
Just as I thought. No, I'm pumped for the Buffs, dude. The Broncos are gonna be okay.
The Broncos, they've crushed me.
The Rockies just suck, dude.
And they don't care. They know people will go to the games.
It's Nuggets. It's not Nuggets Nation.
Sorry, you're right.
Bring it in.
Oh, Dave, this is how you know your wines.
Are we going to go to a game
A Golden Star.
We're gonna go to a playoff game.
Yeah, but I think we have to save it
for the
for the
round
most
2?
important moment.
Right.
Here you go, Dave.
I agree.
You need to drink this wine.
Okay,
It
best
goes well.
Nuggets playoff moment, go, that you were a part of.
Oh shit.
I remember mine.
Well, I'm only
It was
good
with
at
you guys too. It was with both of you.
I'm only good at recent memory. But us beating the Golden State Warriors last year was cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We didn't beat the Golden State Warriors last year.
Yeah, we did. And game.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, just the one win?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we went to.
that you
Oh,
went
We went to a playoff game last
That's
year.
what he's asking. Your favorite
Playoff
game.
moment.
Playoff
That you were
game.
part of. I don't mind.
I liked the mellow years.
I enjoyed going to the Western Conference final game with Uncle Rick.
Yeah.
Mine
I
was
don't think I
when
got to do that.
we beat the Hornets. I went to the game with you guys, or maybe it was just me and Tim. We went to the game where we beat the Hornets and Chris Paul and a little bitch. And we had a lot of fun. Dude, it was
Great
great.
story.
I was so happy.
That's all great story.
And we went to dude.
It was great, dude.
Fuck the Hornets.
We went to. Oh man, I loved
I
going to
think
the
it was
Nuggets
round
games.
2 or 1.
I don't know if it was a playoff game or not, but back when Kobe was alive, and we used to just chant "rapist."
Yeah.
Those were good times.
Those were good times. Thank you, Timmy.
He's a rapist.
The whole stadium would do it.
Well, we had a.
It was great.
Well, we know personally, like Liz knows personally, like that story. So, I mean, he was. Like, what are you gonna?
Any game, I don't know, man.
Money talks though.
Any game I go with you guys is always a good one. And unfortunately, due to head trauma and alcohol, I don't remember a lot of them.
Well, I remember last year's.
I do not.
That was
We
fun.
went there. Hey,
Yeah,
we,
Will
ran
Barton.
into, we ran into
Will Barton.
Anna Johnson.
Anna Johnson.
Yeah, and Matt Miller.
Oh, Matt
No,
Miller.
I love Matt
Every
Miller.
time.
I love Matt Miller.
Matt Miller needs a big hug right now. If we could give him a giant. Nothing. He's just
He's probably going tonight.
He's probably going tonight. And he didn't invite me. Thanks a lot, Miller.
What's up?
Tim's locking it.
Well, we're about done anyway, aren't
Yeah, we're now in. We've done a good job.
Must love go nuts. Suck it, Embiid.
we? Hey, bring it in. Nuggets 2023.
I think this will be it. Man.
I
think this one's it.
I believe that Nuggs are the answer, 'cause I believe Nuggs will find a way.
Let him in.
Un momento, por favor, señorita.
I believe Nuggs are the answer. And then